So I'll start with the rapid fire. Three important qualities you look in a person when you hire.
Knowledge. Um, ooh, Let me think. Knowledge. I would say also be able to take track record, of course, and a willingness to take responsibility.
Okay. If not into fertilizers or agriculture, what Olaf would have been doing?
A pilot.
Oh,
I always wanted to be a fighter pilot, but because my eyes are not in order.
maybe you can do after your retirement with AI.
Yeah,
Something.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Now, I always wanted to be a pilot.
Okay. A management trainee joining today, what a quick advice you will give him to climb up the long ladder.
Don't focus on money. Focus on what you like to do. If you only focus on money, you never get there. You need to focus on what you like. Then the money will follow.
What is the one new thing you are looking forward to learn?
Come again?
What is the one new thing you are looking forward to learn?
More in technology, I would say. I mean, I'm still probably from the old generation, so more into this AI stuff, more in the technology-wise, because I believe even though I'm not very keen on it, it still will play a very important role in our lives.
Biggest challenge you have ever faced in your career?
Biggest challenge we've ever faced in our career was some joint ventures, the management of some joint ventures.
Any decision which you want to go back and change?
Not really.
Not really.
No. No.
No.
No.
A moment in your life when you realize that you are born to do what you're doing now?
The moment you go into the field and actually you see that you bring a grower from point A to point B, and they actually start to thank you. So in Africa, for instance, we have guys who grow coffee who didn't use fertilizers, and they had to make decisions between buying a bag of fertilizer and sending their kids to school. And because of some of the fertilizers we introduced, they actually can send their kids to school and also make more money. And so they can actually send their kids also abroad.
Nice. Take us through your daily routine quickly.
Waking up at 5:30 because my kids go to school at 6:20. Then usually leave here at 7:15. Go through all my emails. Arriving in the office at 7. If I'm in Dubai, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Then in the office around 7:45. Go through my emails, and then usually days full of meetings, either with the office or with customers. And other than that, my second life is on the airport.
Okay, yeah.
So being in the lounge, waiting for my plane to go wherever it needs to take me.
Your advice to handle stress and anxiety?
Usually things will be okay. Don't worry. Even though you have outstanding debt or whatever, or money not coming in from customers, or things don't go the way. Everything in the end will always be okay.
Who is your professional role model?
My professional role model? I don't have one, to be very frank. No, I don't have one. I don't have really a role model.
Role model. You are just living up your life.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have somebody. I respected a lot my boss in Action Nobel. He taught me.
His name?
Jim Enters.
Okay.
He taught me a lot about proper management. So in that sense, he could be a role model for me.
And what's your favorite productivity hack?
My what?
Favorite productivity hack? Like how you feel be productive for?
How am I the most productive?
Yes.
You say? Yeah, by being in the field, I would say, being with customers. I don't like to sit in an office and then have to go through all your stuff. It's more the interaction with customers to understand. Like last time I went to Pakistan 2 weeks ago, and there's been a lot of talk about that country as well. I think it goes in a very good direction there as well. But actually go there and sit with growers, and then you start to understand. You become more productive.
And what's your most exciting project you have ever worked on?
Most exciting project I ever worked on, there's a couple. That's Dutch airport in Chengdu, which we actually were able to get and to build that airport. Also the potassium nitrate factory in Chengdu, that was also quite a project. And of course, the 2 water-soluble MPK plants, one in China and one in India, I would say.
Are you a goal-oriented person or a process-oriented?
Well, a little bit of both, I would
Both.
say. Yeah, I would like to have a goal, because otherwise it's difficult to work to something. But to get to a goal, you also need certain processes. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of a mayhem sometimes.
Your advice for time management?
Time management means also that you need to trust and be able to delegate, so that other people can actually do their job, and that you actually get projects done in time. If you go micromanagement, then forget it. So time management depends really on how you set up your team and how you delegate in your team and trust the people to take the responsibility.
3 books you want to recommend to our viewer?
Recently I read *Sapiens* from Harari, this Israeli writer, which is quite interesting. I read, of course, a lot of books about Chinese history, so *Wild Swans* is a kind of interesting one. And of course there's a Dutch book, in English is translated *Dark Room of Damocles*, which is also a very good book. But that's a Dutch book, so I'm not sure if you guys are able to read that.
But anyway, the people watching in the Dutch will do that.
Yeah. So that I think is a very interesting book. But there's many interesting books, fair to say. But these just spring out.
And now we are ending this podcast. If a young agri graduate is there in any part of the world, what message you would like to give him based on your experience? You can watch on the camera and give it.
Okay, I would really advise, follow your heart. If you really believe in what you do, and you really believe that this is the path you want to choose, then follow that. I think that is the most important thing. Because ultimately, if you do what you like, fortune usually will come.
Thank you, Olaf, for this wonderful podcast. Hope it has been a good experience.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for having us here. And thank you once again.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.